Bring on the Detroit Lions. I was, admittedly, one of the guys who felt that Dallas really didn't need to play their guys today against Washington. I felt there's too much of a risk with Romo, with DeMarco, especially those two guys. Um, but Jason Garrett's call, and of course the call of both those guys, all the guys, treat this game like a regular season game, like it was, like a rivalry game, like a game you want to win, mainly just to beat the Redskins and don't get swept by those guys this year. And it worked out. As of right now, no one really got, at least on offense, got hurt. And Dallas whipped the snot out of Washington. The offense kind of sputtered there in the third quarter and the first part of the fourth, but then they just turned it on. Defensively overall played really well against Washington. And this team is hot. This team is really hot going into the playoffs right now. And probably was the right call by Jason Garrett to play these guys. Because, I remember back in 2007, when Dallas was 13-3, last 2 weeks of the season, Dallas rested their guys, had a bye week to go into to play the New York Giants, and weren't near as sharp as they had been the rest of the season. Now, I'm not saying that they'd played their guys that would have beaten the Giants, but this is a different strategy. And Dallas is definitely sharp, definitely one of the hottest teams, if not the hottest team going into the playoffs. We've worried a lot about this defense. We keep talking about the defense and when's it going to crack, when's it going to crack. And we've seen it crack a couple of times this season. But they're playing extremely well. Now, look, the Redskins are not a playoff football team. That's pretty obvious. But I love the mentality of this football team. This team right now, these last 4 weeks, it really hasn't mattered who they're playing. They're just out to play, compete, and win. So now you've got the Detroit Lions, who had a tough one against Green Bay today. I like the matchup with Dallas. I think we got a good shot to advance and go to Green Bay next week. We don't know if Ndamukong Suh's going to play. We all know that was on purpose. I watched the game he stepped on Aaron Rodgers' ankle. He knew who was behind him. He knew it was happening. And when you're Ndamukong Suh, you don't get those kind of the benefit of the doubt. But I think Dallas is playing. I think Dallas is a better team than the Detroit Lions. So the Cowboys, I think right now it's been scheduled 3:40 Central Time on Sunday. There's a good chance I might be at the game because as most of you know, I do work for a news station in East Texas, and so we may get media credentials. They may send me over there to cover the game. So that would be pretty awesome to cover the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium to see them play in person. Overall, there's just not many things I can say positive. I just love the fact that Tony Romo has he already broke Troy Aikman's passing yards for a career record as a Cowboy. DeMarco was able to break Emmitt Smith's single season rushing record. And Dez now has the most touchdown receptions of any Cowboy in a season. They keep bringing up the triplets. They keep bringing up, is this the reincarnation of Troy, Emmett, and Michael? It looks good. It looks very good. I love all three of these guys, and all these three guys, including Jason Witten and a lot of the guys. But they got to win one. They got to get a ring to really solidify that. We can't talk about that just right now, but the Cowboys are in the dance. They're going to be playing the Detroit Lions in the playoffs. They're in the playoffs again. Very excited just overall with this football team. So how about them Cowboys? Always good to beat the Washington Redskins. I'm sorry that the Cowboys weren't able to give you that late Christmas present after helping us out with the Eagles last week. But then again, it looked like we didn't need your help anyways because we beat you too. 4-game winning streak. Not many people thought they could do it. They took care of business, and they are the hottest team right now heading to the postseason. We'll see you guys next week or tomorrow with the Longhorns game, so how it works out. But for Cowboys, we'll see you guys next weekend. We'll find out if Dallas will be moving on to the playoffs or if we one and done, and you'll hear all those haters chirping in once again. See you guys later, and how about them Cowboys?